Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to Steins Gate. Episode 12 it is, and well, you know what to do, as always. Please feel free to go down into the description links and follow the link to my reaction itself. Replace the circumflex dots with real dots, and you will see what I just saw. And once you've done, come back here and hear out my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those of you that came back, welcome back. That was, well, strange. A complete change of what happened before. In many ways unexpected, although the finale, the end, was, well, not expected, but I mean the start of the episode was kind of foreshadowing for what was about to happen in the end. Especially the picture I just put in here. So, well, strange, very strange everything. So let's go through it one by one. So there seems to be so much more in stake, so much more in all of this right now, because I mean, the question is if this scene which we had in the start of the episode, 70 million BC, so 70 million years in the past, was this something that really happened? Is it just like a dream that maybe he had, Ocarina had? Or is it something just we see and he didn't? I guess he somehow dreamt that. Question is why? Why should he dream something like that? Is this his unconsciousness telling him something, or is it like a memory he gets that was sent to him already? Or I have no idea. It's really strange. However, Mayuri stated in this version that she is following him through so many timelines. And which would mean that he is jumping through timelines, as we know, but she is following him. Which brings once again the question, who is she? Even with the way it ended now, this question remains, and I'm pretty sure that we will in the next episodes learn finally about the relationship of Ocarina and Mayuri, because that one is a very special one, a very unique one. So we had the symbol of the hourglass, definitely. We had it in the intro, and we had it in the end as well, where I realized that the hourglass stopped moving. And the watch of Mayuri stopped as well. So one might guess that like all clocks, all watches in the world may be stopped, or just in the area. No idea. Life itself continues, however. So we've seen people still talking and everything, you know. So something strange is happening. However, they talked about in the lab about the idea how to send the memories of someone through time. And reading out the memories would create 3.24 terabytes of data. I have no idea if this is at all any realistic amount, or if it is just one they pulled out of the head. However, reading out the mind of someone, if it would even be possible, all the memories and everything, I guess it is a huge amount, there's no question. And they want to use the LHC, the black hole that it creates, to compress the data into a very small package, so that it fits the size which they can send with their machine. Well, I don't know. I'm not a physicist. I don't know if this would work at all, but well, it's an idea I can see and understand. So well, okay, let's try that. Still brings the question how they got connected. We know by now. It seems that Moeka did it somehow. Then there was an interesting change in Ocarina, in the way he acts. I think too much happened. I think too many things happened, and he realized that it went down very fast and a lot. And so he chose to go public with the research and put it into hands that will hopefully do better than he tried before. It is an honorable thing. I can see why he's doing it. So he really wants to do something better. He's afraid of something bad happening, and in the end it happened just the way he feared. So question is if by stating this, maybe he has drawn in the results that we've seen in the end of the series. Not sure. So it's possibly the right step, but it is too late. We saw him and Christina got buying stuff, having a good time. Once again, getting closer, in my opinion. So there is definitely more and more evolving into more than just a friendship. Well, we'll see what will happen out of this. I totally forgot the fact that she was incredibly bad at cooking. So everyone was afraid of her cooking again. That's why they behaved so strange. And we had everyone else appearing at the lab then, and having a nice time due to Mayuri interfering and making sure that Christina and Suzuha get along. I will come to that again in the end, because I think there we have a lot of foreshadowing going for what will happen. There is one major thing that Mayuri stated. So when they were on the roof, she said, "You were sad before. You seemed so sad at the beginning of the year, I think it was. And now you have," and she counts down all the names. So it is he created friends by himself. He now has friends. That's the one thing. The other thing is, she stated, "Maybe you don't have to hold me prisoner now anymore." I mean, it always seemed to be like a funny thing, like a game they are playing. But what if? What if she really is kind of a prisoner to him? I mean, we have seen he was always smiling when she was around. So she is his happy place. His happy memory, whatever you want to call it. And she needed to be around so he doesn't fall into depression and does stupid things, possibly. Now he has more and more friends, other friends. She's not needed as much anymore, possibly. The question is, just as a huge background theory, what if he really is a mad scientist? What if he somehow created time travel? What if, you know? And he, in whatever timeline, however, found something that made him happy, and he's forcing it, in this case Mayuri, to stay with him so that he's happy. What if he's creating universes where he has her at his side as a friend? So what if he broke the cycle? What if he broke reality, and to say so? And right now, not really thinking so, but what if right now CERN is trying to fix it? Might be an idea. However, just the spin-off heads here. Then during this having fun and celebrating with each other, Suzuha became aware that they finished the time machine in the next version. And she definitely knows something. I mean, there were many indicators before that she's somehow involved with time travel and seems to have memories of the future. So, thing is, she had a look at the computer and she knew instantly, it seems, that something bad is about to happen. She was close to warn them. She was like, "You have to get out," or something like that, you know? She knew possibly that this attack was coming, and then she decided not to say anything and just left. The problem of time, you know? She was aware if she said something, she would change the timeline. So she left. And then we had the view from, I guess, like inside of the computer. I'm not sure. So they are being watched. They were being watched in this moment. So that's how possibly CERN realized they were about to go public and had to make their moves. There were terrorist attacks on trains, or at least threats, so that the trains don't leave, which makes sure that everyone stays in this place. Everyone that is important for the research is in the same flat, and they just made sure they don't leave, and then they move in. And they, in this case, is some strange people in masks with guns, and Moeka in leather, why ever that was necessary. Here we go for multiple things. So one thing is, there are many things happening here. She doesn't seem happy at all. You know, no question there. I mean, she's always this distracted one, this strange one, but it's not like she's strolling in saying like, hey, I worked for CERN all the time, look at me, I'm cool. No, it seems to me more like, I would guess she's not, she just joined CERN. Something is happening and she thinks she's doing the right thing. And she needs CERN to do it. So I guess she just joined. She shoots Mayuri. I have no idea why anyone would do that if you just go by the way that Mayuri is. She's an incredible, kind and nice person, so there's no reason to do it. Especially if you want to force Ocarina to do something, you would take her as a bait. You would take her and pressure him in doing what you want by keeping Mayuri alive, you know? So that makes no sense. There has to be something more, something else. And it is directly connected with who or what Mayuri is. That's one thing. The other thing is, Moeka stated before she shot her, for FB. I think we had FB somewhere before, this shortcut. She mentioned it before. The question it was, what does it mean? What is FB? Future anything? Future balance? No idea. It can be anything. I could speculate wildly now. It wouldn't help. So she thinks it is necessary to do it for whomever or whatever reason. So I'm not going to talk bad about her. She has her reasons. And I'm pretty sure she did not do it lightly. And she's not enjoying it, which is a major thing. So she's not doing it out of being a bad person. And then she forces 3 of the lab members to come along, which is not so much of a surprise. I mean, those were the ones that were creating the time machine. We have the hacker, we have the brain in general in the form of Christina, and Marquise, I mean, and we have the evil himself, the evil doctor. We have Ocarina, who has general ideas how it works and is connected in the meaning that he remembers stuff. So you need those 3, no question. Which brings me back to Suzuha. Suzuha stated that she does not like Marquise because she knows what she did, what she will do. I know who you are and what you will do. So Suzuha knew what would happen. She possibly even knew they would be taken. That would mean that in the future, somehow, whysoever, Marquise will make some decisions and do some things that, at least for Suzuha, are generally evil. And possibly a threat to her or to whatever. Possibly interfering with her timeline, her life, no idea. So, the question is if Marquise will kind of join CERN, not just by force, but maybe completely. And if so, one might then still ask why. It might be she's doing it to help the others. We don't know yet. So this is happening for sure. I guess in the next episode or 2 we will learn more about who Mayuri is and was. We will learn more how CERN is whysoever in this, what's exactly going on, what the background idea, and possibly we will see the 3 of our heroes join in with CERN, at least for a temporal time. It might as well be that they are somehow able to send a memory back and make what just happened undo. Although I don't see it right now being at gunpoint. There was... yeah. This is a shifting point, a turning point in this series, in my opinion. There is... we right until now we had the happy times with just the lab members, and we had no real clue what was going on in general. You know, just strange stuff happening all the time. So we will see about that later on. I do still remember episode 1 and the fact that Marquise, on the one hand, was dead. She was shot in this episode. Possibly a future version of her now. I'm still waiting for all the storyline of the satellite, which disappeared now, it seems, and which I still think was some kind of a time machine or whatever, popping in. And, well, we're still waiting for the tighter storylines. What the heck is going on there? So that was strange. I think many people at this moment when Marquise was shot, not Marquise, sorry, when Mayuri was shot, possibly felt sad about it. I mean, I feel sad as well, but there's not much of an emotional reaction for me, out of multiple reasons. One thing is, it was broadcasted before with the intro. Something is strange, you know, she even talked about herself dying and going away, sure, in the past, but it was a little bit of preparation, one thing. The second thing is the at gunpoint thing, and the fact that Moeka pointed at her and they had this backlashes of memories in Ocarina, that he knew something bad was happening, was preparing me very much. There was it was a surprise in general, but not an immediate surprise. You know, it's not as it came out of the blue. So there's more to it. And I do not really think she's dead forever, you know. She is strained, at least emotionally, too important for Ocarina to stay alive. I mean, he did time jumps before for completely small and nonsense reason. This is a major reason. I'm pretty sure he will do everything to make that unhappen. So, I don't think she will stay dead. Or maybe we will learn who she is and learn more about the background, and he will do as well. So, more of her to come. That's it for this time. Many new questions, you know. We got like no answers in this episode, but a dozen of new questions. And, but still, it's interesting. So, until the next time. Please feel free to comment, to like, to subscribe. Visit my Facebook page and my Patreon as always, and I will see you the next time I record, which is next week. Until then, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.